Postiz recently crossed 29,000 stars on GitHub, a number that reflects a significant pushback against the current state of social media management. Developers are moving towards this repository because it provides a self-hosted alternative to a rigid, high-cost industry. For years, engineering teams and creators have been tethered to monthly subscription fees from legacy gatekeepers like Buffer and Hootsuite. These costs often scale based on the number of accounts or posts, effectively charging a premium for the simple act of sending basic API requests to external platforms. The rapid adoption of Postiz suggests that developers are looking for a way to run their own infrastructure, reclaiming control over their distribution workflows without the recurring SaaS tax. Beyond the financial cost, the current industry standard relies on a security model that introduces unnecessary risk to every connected account. Connecting a social profile to a closed-source SaaS usually requires handing over raw, unrestricted API keys or access tokens to a centralized third-party server. If that central provider is breached, every connected X, Blue Sky, or Discord account is vulnerable. One point of failure compromises the entire user base. In this model, users are paying for the convenience of centralized management while simultaneously increasing their own exposure to a catastrophic. Postiz approaches this problem with a modern mono-repo stack, using NextJS for the front end and NestJS to handle the core backend logic. Early versions faced a scaling hurdle. High-volume scheduling tasks caused data packets to pile up, creating a processing bottleneck. The solution was PR1157. The team replaced BullMQ with Temporal, gaining a distributed state management engine to handle thousands of concurrent events with automatic retries. This architectural shift allows the platform to function as production-ready infrastructure, capable of managing complex, long-running workflows that would have crashed a standard job queue. This diagram illustrates the privacy-first model. Instead of acting as a middleman, Postiz uses native OAuth flows to establish direct connections to the social platforms. It acts as a pass-through, maintaining a zero-trust posture where raw API keys never leave your local environment. You authenticate directly with the social platform. This removes the centralized honeypot risk associated with legacy tools, as there is no single database of keys for an attacker to target. This architecture provides a level of security that was previously difficult to achieve in a multi-platform scheduler, ensuring that even a breach of the application code wouldn't expose user credentials. The backend is also built for extensibility, native support for N8N, automation through make.com, and the Postiz Agent CLI. This allows external AI tools to interact with the scheduling engine through a command-line interface. With this agent, social media deployment becomes a programmable endpoint. Automated workflows can trigger posts based on external data events, removing the need for a user to interact with a calendar UI at all. This structure is designed for content deployed by AI agents, allowing Postiz to function as the reliable execution layer for autonomous social strategies. While the architecture is sound, the current self-hosting experience is fragile. Users frequently encounter friction when moving from a clone to a working instance. Issue 1174 highlights a recurring failure where first-time Docker Compose users hit a 502 bad gateway error during initial sign-up validation, stalling the entire setup process. There are also functional gaps once the app is running. Issue 918 describes a persistent bug where users are met with could not add provider errors, effectively breaking Instagram integrations. The project has established a brilliant theoretical model, but the practical deployment remains a work in progress that can still fight the user during configuration. Curious, this raises a question about the broader landscape. Can open-source alternatives like this gain permanent traction, or will social platforms eventually use API restrictions to protect the legacy SaaS model? To see how these tools are evolving every week, subscribe for our in-depth reviews of the latest open-source projects. And for a look at how the other half of the stack works, watch our breakdown of AI task agents next. We are seeing a move toward owned infrastructure. With 3 million Docker downloads, Postiz has proven there is a massive appetite for this toolset, provided the team can iron out the bugs in the installation process. Keep building and keep your keys to yourself.